Hello everybody. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another YouTube video. As you can tell, this is not a sewing video. So in this video, I want us to talk about ways that we can make money even if we don't know how to sew. Because the narrative is that you should know how to sew, to be able to do well in the fashion industry. I genuinely do not think so. I want to believe that there are other ways, or rather, I believe that there are other ways that you can make money, get some of these fashion billions that is running around the world without knowing how to use a sewing machine. So I'm just going to dive right into it. So the first, I wrote it in my book. The first way that I think you can make money without knowing how to pedal a sewing machine is to be a reseller. You buy, you sell. Simple. For instance, somebody is selling these gorgeous earrings, and you just buy them off them, and you set up an e-commerce website or something or anything or your own platform, and you begin to resell this. You don't necessarily have to be part of the production process. You don't have to source the fabric. You don't have to source the hooks. You don't have to do nothing. Just buy them and resell them. That way, you're making some of this fashion money and you don't even know how to use a sewing machine. You don't know how to use glue to attach hooks or whatever they did over here. So I feel like that is one way that you can make money, and there's a whole lot of things in the fashion world that you can resell, starting from jewelry to fabric. And by fabric, I mean like luxury fabric, like handmade fabric, batik, adire, and silk, customized fabric, and all of those amazing stuff. You can resell, I already said jewelry, I said fabric. You can resell clothes. You can resell swimwear. I see people making sorry, it's a dispatch guy. I'm not even going to stop because of that guy. I see people making swimwear with Ankara fabric, with tribal print. It just looks beautiful. The point is, try and see how you can be a reseller, somebody that just buys and sells. You're not a middleman, no. You're not a middleman. The things that you're buying are now yours, and then you're just selling them. Second way that I think you can make money in this fashion industry is to run a garment factory. Now, I'm sure you'll be wondering, how would you run a garment factory without knowing how to sew? If you know how to manage, you see this product management they say in the tech world, it's almost the same thing here, if not even the same thing. As someone that runs a garment factory, you know that you're able to work with tailors, you're able to work with joiners, you're able to work with pattern drafters, you're able to work with fabric vendors, you're able to work with all kinds of people, basically everybody in the chain of production, and you're able to get them to do their work and deliver. The client is happy, you are happy, your workers are happy, end of story. Really end of story. So, running a garment factory, I'll probably do a video about running a garment factory maybe next week. Please hold me accountable. Running a garment factory is not as easy as I just said. You need processes in place, you need structure in place to be able to churn out whatever quantity your client says they want. But I want you to have it in mind that running a garment factory is one way that you can function in the fashion space without knowing how to sew. So the third way that you can function in the fashion space without knowing how to sew, which is my all-time favorite, is running an online catalog. Running an online catalog. For instance, Ashwebi Bella. She doesn't know how to sew jack. Okay, even if she knows how to sew, I don't know that part, but she doesn't sew. She doesn't sit on the sewing machine, probably doesn't own a sewing machine, but she's making millions from the adverts that come on that page. Now you can run your fashion catalog on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you want to run it. Pinterest, because I hear people are making money from Pinterest, even though I don't know how. I'm going to check that. And so you can make money from running an online catalog, online fashion catalog, with as in no stress, and it is a full-time job. I own one of those pages, so I know that it is a lot of work, and I have someone handling it so that I'm able to do other things. So yes, I know that you can make money off, I'm smiling because I know you can make money from an online fashion catalog as a no stress, because people are always going for events, people are always looking for style, they are just always up to something. Girl, you are up to something. Yeah, people are always up to something. Either they are going for a wedding, they are going for children's, what's this thing called now, cultural day, they are doing something, they just got a new job, they need new dresses. They need to know what style to make, and that's where you come in. You're not a stylist, though. Please don't mix it up. You're not a stylist while you're doing this. And yes, it is very possible for you to be a stylist and know how to put looks together. But what I'm talking about now is online fashion catalog. Basically, every Saturday you just keep, roaming around Mark Sugar Bags internet and looking for amazing styles that people have just posted, because people are going for weddings, so they are dropping styles back to back to back to back. So it's your job to fish out those styles and put them on your page, so that when somebody comes on your page, they're able to find all kinds of styles that they want. So on your fashion catalog page, you can do Mondays for workwear, Tuesdays for casuals, Wednesdays for this or that, Fridays for weddings, Saturdays for weddings for weddings, Fridays for casuals, like work casuals, because on Friday people like to dress down. So yes, online fashion catalog. Please, if you have a smartphone and you're broke, then I do not know why that your phone is called smart, because it's supposed to be able to put food on your table. So think about that. The last way, and I'm out of your hair, the last way you can make money from this fashion world is to be a stockist. What does a stockist do? It's simple. You are just the person that sells for fashion brands. So for instance, there's this amazing fashion brand that you think they are not reaching like a wider audience like you would if you were the one selling that thing. You just get their stuff on board on your fashion store and you sell to a wider audience. So let's say that particular designer you found is in Ivory Coast, and you're like, oh my goodness, I actually have clientele in Switzerland, in the UK, in Venezuela, just different places really, and you know that they would love those pieces that designer is selling. You are just a stockist. Your job is to sell their pieces for them, get your commission off it. If you have like a physical space and they are stocking their stuff in your physical space, they pay their maybe like 10% for using your physical space, for stocking their stuff in your physical space. And so you can do this for as many as 10, 20, 30 designers that you can handle. It's very important that you take on what you can handle. If you can do just 5 designers and those 5 designers are stocking, let me say, 20 pieces, I think it's cool for starters. Yeah, so don't like overdo so that you don't disappoint people. So yes, these are the 4 amazing ways that you can make money in this fashion world without knowing how to sew. Like, there's no sewing machine involved in any of these things that I said. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope at this point you subscribed, because I don't want to have to tell you to subscribe. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.